you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5.
On the ready. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Alert 3.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action with Haskins. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line. Let's go. Hey, hold on. 37. Get him. Get him. Get him.
They go play action now. Haskins. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Stephon Tuitt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Tannehill. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It's Jordan Wilkins here, second-year man from Ole Miss. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Wilkins, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Out of the backfield, he's got Jordan Wilkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run on first down. Wilkins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. At the 22-yard line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Geis. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Geis, they'll try to run it. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time. As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. Geis with the carry on second down. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Darius Geis, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 37. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Everyone.
Play action. Haskins. And this is Parker, complete. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That one complete to Wilkins, the running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Tannehill now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
24 is the mic. Hey, echo. 24 is the mic. Let go.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Jacobs. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Everyone, 37 is the mic. Mic 37. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Everyone, 37.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 42-yard line.
On play action, Haskins. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Haskins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Haskins will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Again, it's Haskins. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Devontae Parker as the first half is winding down, and the Giants have taken the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And Bryant's kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Tannehill. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Go now, 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Alpha.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
This is Wilkins. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught by Evans. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Wilkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Hit it.
Pick me up. Here we go.
One time, one time. Tight end right, tight end right.
Everyone's got 4.
Greystone, travel.
Watch the shot.
Shoot.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Here we go. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
From the 38, Haskins. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You. Sponge. No. Off. Check 26.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
That's another Giants first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Watch a slant.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
at their own 39-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Allen's got it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Hey, team 6. Big grip.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Pierre Desir. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 47-yard line.
Hey, Lola. 54 Mike. Watch the slant. Echo. Mike 5-4.
They go play action now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Not often to 4th down. Conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out. They'll run on first down. Muhammad about 3 yards there to the 27. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the 27, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. The open man is Smith, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 138.
Leo, look at me. Go.
He's checking crap. Hey, look.
Go.
They snap it to Tannehill. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Hey, launch it. Hey, exit.
On first down, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Giants extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Tannehill throwing again. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he'll go down. sacked back at the 31. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. But Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. One last throw here for Tannehill. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year.